Learn to fight. Yo, John Fitch here, and I've got another episode of Learn to Fight for you. In this episode, we are going to learn the importance of space management again and situational awareness. We got a guy here. You're not going to see a lot of stuff going on because the camera turns away when the punch is thrown, but you'll see body language. There's guys agitated. They're moving around. They take off their jackets. They're talking and saying things about fighting or beating somebody up. Then you got this guy on his phone acting like the problem's going to go away. The girlfriend's running in between the two of the people, causing more issues. And you'll see this guy relaxed and let people get too close to him, and he paid the price for it. You cannot allow people to get too close. I'm sorry. Some people got mad at somebody's reaction on Twitter the other day about some girl freaking out over some guy approaching her in the parking lot. I don't care. You don't need to approach people in the parking lot. I would have done the same thing. I got my kids with me and you're trying to ask me something. You pop out from behind something. I'm going to yell at you. I'm going to tell you, get away from me. Don't let people get too close. It's just the time we live in. It's the day and age we live in. I'm sorry. Yeah, we should all be friendly neighbors and give each other hugs and kisses on the cheek and pats on the butt. Yeah, okay, sounds nice. But that's not where we live. It's not how things are at this time. If you live in an area like that, awesome. You have a good life. The reality of the situation is there's a lot of bad actors out there, and you got to protect yourself at all times. You're better off being called a jerk for being overly cautious and overly protective than you are being dead because you let somebody get too close and they cheap shotted you. So we're going to see instance where this guy let people get too close. All right, let's watch this video and you guys can see for yourself. So we let this roll and you can see the guy's having words with this girl. He's taking his jacket off. People are upset. They're not happy. This guy's trying to talk to his phone. I don't know if those other guys in the background are with him, but the girl's there. It's already bad news. He should be already moving away. The camera comes off of him for a second. And the guy who was making the most noise wasn't even the guy who hit him. It was the other dude. And then he just walks off. And this guy's out bad. Like, serious brain trauma. Maybe some swelling. I don't know if this guy lived. I'm not sure. I didn't look any more into this. But there's police officers right there. Nobody saw it. The guys who are around are talking the cop down. Nothing's really happening. I think this is a direct link to kids being taught in school that sticks and stones might break my bones, but words last forever. That's what they're saying now is words and how words make you feel is actually worse than actual violence because you heal from violence, right? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words last forever. I think that's a problem. Violence is not okay. And you can see there's a big fallout. The guy, how fast did that happen? How fast did the guy walk off? It was videoed. That guy probably did not get caught. Here we go back to the beginning. The girl's having words. I don't know if she's the one that had the problem. The guy on the phone calling for help. It's too late. Your friends aren't going to get there that fast. Like the second guy takes his jacket off, they're pushing each other. That's a distraction. Then the other guy hits him. Probably hit him over the top of the girl. All the other people walk off like nothing happened. The other guys, those weren't his friends. They're not going to jump in and get involved. You're on your own, guys. You're on your own. There's no reason for you to sit around and wait for bad things to happen. Cops walk up. There's cops and security around wherever they were at. Let's go back. From the beginning, he's there on his phone. He should see that these guys are already making a noise. He should be walking away. Walk in the middle of the street. Get off the sidewalk. Get out of a hidden place. There's obviously cops around somewhere. Go somewhere where there's more people, where there's cops, where there's security. He gets caught, hands down, talking to his girl on the phone. On the phone, what are you doing? You are very close to hostile people, and you're putting the phone up to your ear. This guy made a horrible decision around situational awareness. He did an awful job with space management. He let people he did not know and should not have let around him get around him, and he got cheap shotted. Who knows? I have no idea if the guy even survived. I don't know if those are police or just security. That looks like police, but it doesn't look like they cared anything about who the perpetrator was. That's a mess, man. It's a mess. They're talking about calling an ambulance out on the street. Those the security and the cops, whatever, those guys, they don't look like they care one bit about finding out who did that. Don't let people get too close, guys. It happens fast. We're starting back from the beginning. It happens fast. From words, the jacket comes off, you can see something up in people's eyes. It's time to go. It's time to go. Get on your bike, go away. Who cares about your pride? It's not happening. Just get out of there. Get your back off the fence. Get your phone down. Get your hands up. Don't let people get close. Do not let people get too close. We've seen it before. It doesn't take a lot of space for them to wind up and hit you. Rearrange your brains. Man, be careful out there, guys. You're on your own. Yep, you are on your own. It doesn't even look like security or the cops are helping that guy. Situational awareness. Understand where you're at. If you're outnumbered, you don't want to be cornered. You definitely don't want people to surround you. In one instance, that guy wasn't in a bad position because nobody could come up behind him, but in another position, he couldn't get away. He very, very easily could have scooted off that wall and circled around, created space in between him and the attackers. He had more than enough opportunities to get out of there, but he decided to hang out and call on his phone. You're not going to call for help. You're not calling Superman. You're not calling Batman. It's up to you. Like, you are your own first responder. You're in a rough area where fights happen. Don't let people get close. You can't let it happen. It's a shame. A little bit of situational awareness, a little bit of understanding space and space management, a little bit of skill in de-escalation even could have maybe made a huge difference in that guy's night going the way it did. So, all right, guys, make sure you are out there training. You need to train. Make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe, right? Make sure you're doing all that stuff. Go to the description below. I've got my practical self-defense courses now out and available. If this guy would have had some of this knowledge, if he would have had this course, he wouldn't have been in this situation. He would not have gotten his factory reset in that sense. Hopefully he's okay, but shouldn't have been him. Shouldn't have happened to him. It's up to you guys to prevent that from happening to you. You can use my courses, use my programs to help you get there, all right? I'll check you guys later.